Good morning. We're going to take a look at our Wednesday 2.7 SWYK. We're starting by adding mixed numbers. And when we add mixed numbers, we must have a common denominator. Do I see a fraction here I would like to keep?
Yes.
17 and 1/10 will keep. How will I change the denominator for 2 and 3/5? Elizabeth, I'll multiply by 2. So what is the equivalent fraction for 2 and 3/5? 2 and 6/10 plus 17 and 1/10. That will give us a total of 19 and 7/10. Any questions on that one? Let's move on to the next one where we are subtracting mixed numbers. When we subtract mixed numbers, we must have a common denominator. And when I look at these two fractions, I do see a fraction I would like to keep. Do you all see it? What is that fraction? 9 and 9/12. Now, I need an equivalent fraction for 4 and 1/6. What is that equivalent fraction, guys? Rain? 4 and 2/12 is the equivalent fraction of 4 and 1/6. Thank you all for writing that down if you do not have it on your paper. Now I'm ready to subtract. I know that 9 minus 4 is? What's my new numerator?
7.
And my denominator?
12.
Can this be simplified or reduced?
No.
It cannot be simplified or reduced. Why not, Harper? 7 is a prime number. Any questions here?
No.
Number 3, we have a word problem here. And we've talked about word problems and when we're multiplying these fractions, adding these fractions, or subtracting these fractions. Could you read this one for us loud and clear? Jake.
Nico bought 5 apples at the grocery store. If he has 2 and 5/8 apples remaining, how many apples has Nico eaten?
So as I look at this one, I know that he starts off with 5 apples. They talk about the remaining number of apples, which is a clue that we're going to do what here? Subtract. What am I going to subtract by?
2.
Zoe, thank you for raising your hand. Very good. 5 will change to 4 and 8/8. We're the ones who forgot about that. We weren't able just to put that 5 over the 1. Okay, we had to do some regrouping here. Now we're ready to subtract 2 and 5/8, which gave us how many apples he eaten? 2 and 3/8 apples. Any questions here? Number 4, we have 2/7 times 14. We have a model there, but if we take a look at 2/7 times 14, we can turn that 14 into a fraction by adding a 1 as our denominator. So now I'm going to multiply straight across. I know that 2 times 14 is?
28.
Very good, guys. 28 over 7. We know that this is an improper fraction, so I can always divide in order to find my mixed number. I know that 7 will go into 28. 4 times 7 is 28. So our final answer here is 4. I can also look at my model. I know my first row, I have 7 eggs there. Our fraction was 2/7. So I'm going to shade how many in my first row?
2.
How many in my second row?
2.
Which gives us a total of
4.
4 shaded eggs. Any questions here? All right, so let's look at number 5 where we are dividing fractions here. I noticed that we have a whole number of 4 that we're dividing by 1/2. And if we want to put that 4 over 1, we're going to use the,
KCF method.
thank you, Jake, the KCF method. What is the KCF method, McCartney? You're absolutely right. KCF is keep, change, flip. What did Mr. J call it yesterday? I'm wondering who watched that video. He didn't call it KCF. He called it what?
KSF.
He called it keep, switch, flip. And we know when we are flipping, we're not literally flipping, but what's the 5th grade term for flipping?
Reciprocal.
Very good. Reciprocal. Reciprocal. So we are going to keep 4 over 1. We're going to change division to,
Multiplication.
and the reciprocal for 1/2 is 2 over 1, which is equal to 8. It's equal to 8. So our answer here is 8. Now, how will my model match my answer, guys? Any suggestions here, Lindley? We're going to cut these 4 rectangles in half. And once we cut each in half, we have a total of how many parts? 8 parts. So now we are comparing our decimals here. When we compare our decimals, we usually line up our, very good, our place value. So I'm going to start here on this end, McCartney, and I'm going to work my way over. And as I list these, what do we notice? Would anybody like to share what they notice here? Loud and clear, Waylon. Very good, Waylon. You're right. The 5 is bigger than the 4 in the hundredths place. So we know that 126 and 354 thousandths is greater than 126 and 345 thousandths. Are there any questions? Do not forget to complete your IXL lessons. Happy learning today, guys.